In 2014, a documentary crew filming near Venice hired a boat to circle Poveglia Island, a place locals refused to visit, as they filmed the crumbling asylum from the water. One crew member noticed movement in the bell tower shadow shifting behind the broken windows. They zoomed in. The shadow moved again. Then, faintly, they heard it. The sound of a bell ringing, even though the bell had been removed decades ago. What happened here all those years ago will shock you. Poveglia Island sits in the Venetian lagoon, a small patch of land barely visible from the mainland. It's forbidden to visit. The Italian government has barricaded access and patrols the waters to keep people away. But the island's reputation ensures that few would dare approach even if they could. For centuries, Poveglia has been a place of death. During the bubonic plague in the 1700s, it was used as a quarantine zone. The infected were taken there to die, their bodies burned in mass pyres. Later, it became a dumping ground for plague victims, thousands upon thousands, until the soil itself turned black with ash. In the 1920s, a mental asylum was built on the island. It operated for decades, isolated and forgotten. Then, in 1968, it closed abruptly. No official records explain why. The legend of Poveglia centers on a doctor who worked at the asylum. According to local accounts, he became obsessed with curing his patients through experimental surgery lobotomies performed, without anesthesia, conducted in a makeshift operating room in the bell tower. Patients reportedly screamed so loudly that fishermen on the mainland could hear them across the water. But the doctor didn't stop. He believed he was doing good work. Then, one night, he climbed to the top of the bell tower and threw himself from the window. Some say he went mad. Others believe something on the island drove him to it. Witnesses claim that as he fell, the asylum bell rang on its own, even though no one had touched it. Modern visitors, those who've managed to reach the island, illegally report experiences that align disturbingly well with the legends. The asylum still stands, though nature has begun to reclaim it. Vines crawl through broken windows. The walls are stained with mold and decay. But inside, the air feels wrong. Cold, even in summer. Heavy, as if the building itself is exhaling something toxic. People report hearing footsteps echoing from upper floors, doors creaking open in windowless rooms, and worst of all, voices screaming, pleading, begging in Italian. One investigator, an Italian filmmaker named Luca, documented his experience in 2011. He entered the asylum alone with a camera. The first floor seemed abandoned, just crumbling walls and debris. But when he reached the second floor, he heard it. The sound of a bell ringing, faint and distant, as if coming from high above. He followed the sound to the stairwell leading to the bell tower. The stairs were rotted and unstable, but he climbed. At the top, the ringing stopped. He entered the bell tower room and found it empty except for deep scratches carved into the wooden floor, forming words in Italian. Non andare, don't leave. His camera battery died instantly. He fled the island and has refused to return. Locals believe the souls of plague victims and asylum patients are trapped on Poveglia. Unable to leave the cursed ground, fishermen refuse to anchor near the island, claiming their nets pull up human bones. Some say that at night, if you stand on the shore of Venice and listen carefully, you can still hear the bell ringing from across the water even though the bell was removed and melted down decades ago. Poveglia Island remains abandoned and off limits. The Italian government has considered selling it multiple times, but no buyer has ever completed a purchase. Those who visit in secret leave quickly, and most refuse to speak about what they experienced. The asylum still stands, rotting slowly into the earth, but something inside refuses to decay with it. The bell tower looms over the lagoon like a gravestone, and on certain nights, when the wind is still, people swear they hear it, the faint, hollow ringing of a bell that no longer exists. Some hauntings fade with time, but Poveglia's dead were never given rest, and the island remembers every single one of them. This is frightening, because it proves that some places are so soaked in death that they can never be reclaimed, only abandoned.